There you go. What's up, Slim?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on,
Hey,
brother?
hey, I was like, oh, here the East Coast. I don't know what that weather gonna be like today, you know?
Where's as you can tell, I'm dressed like I'm in New York
Yeah.
right now, but you know what I mean?
And you see,
Oh my goodness.
I'm dressed like I'm in Cali, you know? So,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel
oh
you.
man. So, oh, you in the whip right now?
Yeah, I'm in the. Yeah, I remember one. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Just rolling around.
I come back with you because we could just,
No,
get as much time as we get in.
I'm parked.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. I'm parked. You see, I'm not driving yet.
okay. Anyways, just to give you a little info on me, I've been with the same radio company since 1983. It's been a blessing. I've been through from Rick James's journey to you guys' journey, and finally got a chance to get at you now. So I'm just running through my bucket list and trying to get everybody on there. It's going to be my 60th interview, so I get the audio, put it on the radio, and
Nice, nice.
right now, I just got promoted to 9 radio stations. So now I get to, support the
Right.
coast to 9 of them. So I'm happy to have you on here. And we just had a lot of comment. I know about your moms and you pops. I was like, okay, this is gonna be nice. You humble, good guy. I was like, let me get at him and thank you because you came quick. Yeah, I got you. Let's go. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Oh yeah.
okay,
Yeah. It's new year, new beginnings, and getting ready to head out on this tour. Like in March.
okay.
Like we got a lot of shows, but you know what I'm saying. The tour starts in March. We had an made an amazing run last year, and this year is supposed to be 2 times better. So just a blessing. Just a lot of good things happening with 112 and myself personally. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying.
So you guys going to be coming out with new projects or you? Because I know a lot of people are coming back out. Rough Ends got new stuff after 7. You guys thinking about doing things too?
Well, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to test the market. You know what I'm saying? Like, first off, I want to thank everybody who supported our EP. You know what I mean? We dropped a record, an EP entitled
Okay.
Forever. One of the records for us, which was more of, it was representing love, black love, and just love in general. And it also crossed over into being just being aware of the social injustices that have been that are happening, and everyone needs an anthem or um, just words of encouragement and just what I mean. We need that, and it was recognized and consideration for a Grammy. You know what I'm saying, for social justice.
That's what's
But it's just so for being in this for like 26 years and still being recognized at a very premier stage is like still absolutely humbling. But it's amazing.
yeah, to be relevant, sure. But I mean, it's classic music. I mean, what do you think is gonna go? It ain't gonna go nowhere. I mean, we play just about everything you guys done from biggies, from features. You're just relevant. Even your stuff. It's just you guys have been relevant. You're on the road. So look, so I know your mom's has started up about God, right? She was in the streets preaching God and everything, and then a church came about that because my mom was doing almost the same thing. But I'm gonna get into it so people can break it down to you because this was something that really connected me with you. You know?
Okay. Okay. So, oh, you know about
Yeah,
my mom?
yeah. Because when I was looking around on different artists and I was reading, looking up, I was like, oh my God, I might have to get a hold of him because my mom, okay, you remember the Guardian? I'll get into it, but I'm gonna let you spill your thing about your mom. Remember the Guardian Angels in New York? Remember they was
Yes.
out? Okay, my mom formed that in 1969 in the hood in Venice in LA. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so when I saw your mom's bringing things, for our mom, my mom is everything to me. You know what I mean? So to see your mom do that and you watch that at a young age, I was like, ah. So break that down about how your mom's brought that church up because that was very inspiring to me, man. That really brought me to you. So
Oh, that's wild. Because so My mom was always had. That's crazy. I didn't. Wow, somebody did it home. Okay, so
Oh, I do.
uh,
I do my homework. So go ahead.
so my mom is an evangelist. Like so my mom has been a part of a lot of things going on. Like so ever since I was a kid, we were always involved in the community. So it started. I never forget. I was in the second grade, and the where we stay, it's like the neighborhood is where
Yeah.
like a lot of us like black people, and it's in the hood. And basically, we found out that they were trying to put a trash, like I guess the way they put trash and stuff like that.
Mm.
And my mom was more about uplifting the community. She was thinking like, okay, hey, look, at some point you are going to rebuild this. Don't put structures in neighborhoods where you may possibly have a vision to make it better. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So she was always on that. So my mom has many projects. A lot of times, like when I'm out on the road, I don't know everything that she's doing, but
That's like
she
mom. My
she
mom's the same way.
I'm telling you right now, she'll say, hey, listen, I'm going to need you to do this for me or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem, Or she'll introduce me to other pastors and stuff like that. And then she'll say very general things or whatever. And it's say, hey, look, I'm great with what I'm doing and stuff like that. And, you continue to do what you're doing and stuff like that. But yes, like I am very proud of my mom. Like all of the things she's done over the years and just like what our family in general have contributed, and that's crazy. That's crazy you talk to me this way because
Is that okay?
it's so much about me that people don't really know, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, as far as like the community and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? And it's like I'm just as passionate as I am with music. Like I have a cousin now, Henry County, first African American sheriff down here in Henry County. I have my aunt. She's the District 2 commissioner down here. And basically what we're doing, we're basically just uplifting putting more into the community. Sometimes, when you're trying to change things, sometimes those positions, they might not be the most popular place to be, you know what I'm saying, a position to be in or whatever. But sometimes to change, you know what I'm saying, change things, you have to be the change. And so we don't run from anything. And we're not gonna sit here and complain either. We're gonna get right into it, knee deep in it. That's how my mom raised me from a child, and that's why I said. So I feel you. You're saying your mom created the guardian angel. Wait a minute. Hey, listen.
Okay. So let me get this twisted. It was this thing. I had to ask her what it was called. The CAA. It was the Community Activity Aid. So what my mom was, she was involved when the Panthers came out, and the Panthers had, and us as Mexicans, we had our version called the Brown Berets. So my
Yeah.
mom's thinking with that, but she was in a group called Bala, which was Bullet. They tried to take the educational route, but unfortunately that didn't work out because you sometimes you got to fight. You got to get into it and get dirty. So my mom put this project
That,
together with, yeah, listen, so my mom puts this project together with like 5 guys, 2 ladies. My mom is in the projects, Venice, Sunset, and she and Mar Vista Gardens, they out in the middle of
yeah.
the night helping people out. Then the Guardian Angels came in like 78. But my mom was doing this at 18 years. Was she 18, 19 years old
Yeah.
in 69? You see? So that really brought me to you. I said, I got to hear this.
That's
You know.
crazy. Hey, man. So, hey, from movement to movement, man. Hey, man. Congratulations. And hey, man. Hey, man. Way to stay focused and keeping everything moving like in a positive direction. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the same. We're all the same. Black, brown. We're the same. We
Mhm.
have the same struggles, the same everything. Like, hey, we're all the same. My mom taught me that off the rip. Like,
Right.
she was like, hey, I promise you, if all of us came together and just had common goals, and reached and touched every last one of them all together, how powerful we would be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the minority then becomes the majority because it's not about anything else but belief and a movement. You know what I'm saying? And there, it doesn't take race to, you know what I'm saying, make that happen. So,
No, that's dope. That's what's up. So when your mom was bringing this church together, I know I'm gonna get into it a little bit because I really love this part about you. Other than your great, um, did you see the development, all that church being built and everything? How that come all about?
well, see, that's what I was saying. Like my mom,
Mm-hmm.
like she would say certain things, but I didn't know how in depth she was getting into certain things. Like so, it's just amazing, like what my mom, like what she believes in and where she would go, no fear, you know, just what she feels and getting people to believe in something. So building a church, getting the right people together, getting infrastructure together where everybody is believing it's not going to be any type of because that was another thing. When you go through a lot of things, sometimes you have trial and error, and sometimes things don't really you know what I'm saying. So I'm putting that to the black. I'm just saying, you know, I was
I
like,
know.
Mama, if you listen, if
My mom out here
but you know,
right
hey,
now.
I thank God. Hey man, listen, man, thank God that there's chance you have chances to make things better, and you know what I'm saying, and you know,
Right.
I mean that's you know what I'm saying. That's what it's all about.
Okay, man. I appreciate that. So man, I had all these notes. I just got into like the first one. So how was that having your pops as a, as being a police officer, and then your mom doing the church thing? Did that give you some balance, or did you learn to appreciate that later when you got older?
Right. Well, I mean, as my dad being a police officer, he was definitely he worked at East Point for a while. You know what I'm saying, and that was around the times in the 80s. So that's when the drugs were like really running rampant into the United States,
Right.
and it started infiltrating the neighborhoods and stuff like that. So my dad had a lot of hats on that situation,
Okay.
and I would say even though in our demise, you know what I'm saying, it kind of tore the family on that.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, my dad um, wanted better. You know what I'm saying? Like now, my dad believed it was an enemy necessary kind of guy, whereas my mom, you know what I'm saying, was in the church. So you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Maybe you know, so opposite attracts. You feel me? Like I mean, so mom would have to. We had to, you know, it was aggressive. You know, my mom believed, you know, she ran everything biblical. She saw everything biblical. My dad believed in streets, like what's happening in the streets. And then once they meshed together, it was my as a child, you know, I will pick out the better things, the situations, and then, you know what I'm saying, you know.
you know, I
So,
got
you know, but it definitely helped me out in life. Like, you know, not just being academically inclined, but lack common sense. You know what I'm saying? So I had a street sense to me where I would see things at a very humble and you know, just it was just make common sense type situations. And then yes, the values that I looked at, you know what I'm saying, I used the biblical stuff like my mom taught me, you know what I'm saying. So it
uh,
definitely helped me,
okay.
you know what I'm
Okay, it was good back, right?
saying. Yeah.
Now, my dad was rough, but I got them beatings. But for me, they worked. For me, they worked. I would never see. I don't have any children, but I always knew, I ain't gonna be like that because my dad would beat me like I owed him money. But I
I'll
didn't.
right there with you.
Okay, so I took it as we Generation X, so we take it. I took it differently. Like that made me who I was. It didn't make me go out and be a bully or do
Yeah.
any wild ass stuff. I was just like, okay, it made me stern. I had principles and passion. That's what it gave me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Principles and passion. That's what I got from my mom and my pops. So
Yeah.
okay. All right, now we can talk about a little about music. We can
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
my man. All
But
right.
that's amazing. I never had nobody, talk to get that in depth. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Huh. Well, because I forgot where I read that or I picked that up maybe down the years, but I always had that in the back of my head about you. So when every time I would bring your song in, I said, man, one day I'm gonna get that Slimm. I've been saying that people will know. You go, oh, you finally got him? I said, finally, you know. So
I got
that's been
yeah.
ahead. Okay, so the music, 112, how did that all come together? I know, but you got to remember, I'm dealing with new listeners, new
Okay.
generation to 112. I know these questions, most of them.
Nice.
I got a whole, thousands of people that are three generations in that are kids rocking to your music. So they gonna hear this, they seeing this. So the group comes together. I know you had a talent show, get into it. Okay.
Okay. So we grew up together. We are from the same
Mhm.
neighborhood. You know, we were screaming Cleveland Avenue. I know people think about the whole Young Thug situation, but yes, we were from Cleveland Avenue. That was our neighborhood, and basically, we grew up together. We went to the same middle school, high school, and it was in high school where we really started taking music seriously. We started practicing. Mike started the group.
Okay.
We all got together. It was different guys at that time. You know what I'm saying? Certain members weren't in there, but we were, and before 112, we were called Forte.
Right.
We were known in the circuit, the Atlantic circuit. Anybody knows about ATL, they know about the talent show circuit. So most of the people that you see now, big artists that are from Atlanta, definitely were involved in that situation. We all knew of each other, trust me. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So after that, we wanted to take it a step further. We ran into some guys that brought us to a Dallas Austin studio. So big shout out to Courtney Bear Seals, and we ran into Tim and Bob. Tim and Bob started doing records and stuff like on us or whatever. A lot of those records are what you hear on the 112 first album. That's we ran into like what they were working with then Boyz II Men on their second album, and that's how we got the records Now That We're Done and Can I Touch You. There's a lot of records that we
Mhm.
did. So we were trying to get signed to Dallas Austin. Didn't go that way. Ran into Puff. Um, the whole infamous going to meeting him out there in the parking lot because we were still in high school at the time, and what I'm saying. So we could not get in that club. You know what I'm saying? So whatever had to be done better be done at that parking lot. And it was raining, it was cold, so we better make sure that pop off. So hey, we sung every song. We had most of the gospel songs, whatever, and you know what I'm saying? Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like Puff didn't, he didn't. He said something special, but he then made up his mind later on. Big shout to rest in peace Kim Porter, Faith Evans, and Usher for convincing Puff to say. He said, if you don't sign these guys, you're absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, so we moved to New York. Um, Sat there and really embraced the culture of East Coast music. So, being from Atlanta, we're from the church. So we taking soulful singing and just um, words that everybody could relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's very soulful, and we mixed it with the East Coast hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the beats. So what Puff was saying, take beats from the '80s, but make it sound so crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So that's for real, and that's what we did. We put it together, and started songwriting before we started getting our projects, and so that's how I got to work with the artists like. Um, the Isley Brothers, Kelly Price, Pink, good Lord, everybody, Total Faith. Like, it's so many people we work with, New Edition. We just work with a lot of people that we even looked up to. We got a chance to write on their project, so that's what this differentiates us from other artists, you know what I'm saying, groups especially. You know what I'm saying? One of the groups that we looked up to other than New Edition and Boyz II Men was Full Force. Anybody knows about Full Force? You know clear as day that these guys not only had their own hits, but they were writing records for other people. And now, if I want to enlighten y'all, the likes of Britney Spears and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. They're huge records. Hey, people didn't know that Full Force black guys were writing penning these joints. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine that chick was a sweet. So hey, I said, hey man, which I'm cool with them to this day. You know what I'm saying? We flipped the All Cried Out record. You know what I'm saying? And that was a blessing right there. Which we 112. One of our highlights was to have 2 songs in the top 5 in the United States on the Billboard at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying. So it's like everything was a learning process. Everything. You know what I'm saying. So been doing it from '96, but it's 2023.
Here you are.
Oh my God, where did time go? I'm a young OG. Now maybe scrap the young.
You gotta remember, I'm like feeling it because I'm on the radio. I'm like, man, I remember when I played Busting Out Rick James.
Hey man.
Hey, I was on radio when Super Freak came out. That was like I was in high school. I was 16 years old.
Hey, but that was all.
16 years old.
What?
Yeah, I was 16.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like really young. I was young.
Wow.
I battled the DJs. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna work with him in '83.
Yeah.
I start getting on the radio. The guy that owned the radio station, owned the nightclub. He come to my folks. I want him DJing in the club. It's 21 and over. So anyway, just the evolution, I'm like going, man, I'm playing Rick James. Because this is our format. 112 Only You. Super Freak Rick James. Snoop Dogg Ain't No Fun. That's how our station rolls.
Whoa.
When you say Isley Brothers, I was like, you know what? We play For the Love of You. Your song is up next.
That's crazy. We were on tour with them. First tour. We dropped the first album. First tour we jumped off. We opened up for the Isley Brothers. And I'm telling you, I ain't gonna front. It wasn't too fun in the first 3 months because they kicked our ass. Hey man, can you imagine? Hey man, it wasn't personal. Listen, they had 40 years on us. 40 years of nothing but smashes, and we had to take it. You take that medicine cold. You understand? Like, hey man, and you said, you know what? We had 15 minutes. I know they gave us 20 minutes, and we were like, we didn't have but one song. We had only you. Now, as time went on, then we had the songs start coming in, and then we started learning, like, okay, first of all, we were kids, and, but we had to show this audience that we belong here. So what we did, we started singing covers. So I would sing Babyface, the former dudes sing Brian McKnight and Stevie Wonder, and Mike was singing Donny Hathaway. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And hey man, we started getting. They were like, you know what? Them boys might be about something.
I was okay with it.
Oh my gosh, man! Hey man, so we started learning. We started learning to adjust yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we were blessed to perform with a lot of people. I think the next one was Keith Sweat, Bone Thugs. He ended up taking over it. Then we went on tour with Whitney Houston. That was absolutely amazing.
How was she, man?
Good Lord, bro. Man, she was like the cool auntie everybody wished they had in the family. You feel me? Hey, man, caught me by surprise because you got to understand, my mom did not allow me to listen to secular music. Big shout outs to my bro Mike, man. You know what I'm saying, in the group, man. Because that was the way I could listen to it. Other than, going to my cousins in the country, you know what I'm saying? My cousin, my Uncle Leon, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace. He was a cool uncle. So we had the satellite. He could just see everything. So he'll let us watch MTV, all this stuff. I was like, whoa, man, what is this? No. Good Lord. Hey, what song is this? So, Whitney Houston, I want to dance with somebody. I'm like, whoa. Hey, she's huge. So to think now we're on tour with her. And man, I'm thinking like, okay, first of all, she's not going to talk to us. Like, man, she came in there like, come on now. Come on, boys, now. Hey, I picked you for a reason. Now, come on out here. Now, you better go ahead and sing. And then she gave us like 30, 40 minutes, too. Let's go. So we had to really rearrange our show and to make sure that we fit along with Whitney Houston. Now, that was, thank God we did the tour with the Isley Brothers, because that definitely saved us to know exactly what we had to do. But
Prepped you up.
yeah, amazing.
Prepped you up before you got to her.
uh,
I mean, but you got to think about it. You talking about Rhino Eyes. You talking about Jimi Hendrix playing with the eyes. Come on, man. Come on. You know what I mean? You held your ground. You know what I mean?
oh yeah. Hey, we got to sneak in Janet Jackson too, man.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Janet Jackson. We want to tour with her.
Look at. You think I'm
Oh,
done? I'm not done.
I know you did your homework. You asked about my mom and pops, but hey, man, you off the chain.
That started a connection, though. So, because I worked with Jan. I did, what was the album that had That's the Way Love Goes? I did that album thing. She used to come to this club.
Yeah.
I used to come with a club and watch me D. She was just a big, fan of my music and stuff. So she used to come. So imagine me sitting there and she wouldn't say nothing. I'm like, and they call. She called me on the phone. Got my number from her man. Her man was a fan of the club I was at. And then you want to come play for my man's birthday party? I'm like, I told my boy Jackson, man.
Janet Jackson on the phone. Yes, go.
Yeah,
let's go.
So tell me about.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tell me about it. Tell me about the tour with her. You guys
opened
up for you? Come on.
Absolutely amazing.
What album? What
now?
Looking at?
It was the All For You tour.
Okay. Woo.
It was the All For You tour. It was just us and her. And at that time we were at the pinnacle of our career. We had a bunch of number ones. You know what I'm saying? Here Comes It's Over Now. That was number. We had 3 back-to-back number ones. And Here Comes Peaches and Cream. And this is happening while we're on tour with her. So once again, come on, man. And y'all in the audience, y'all feel me. I don't care what your career is. You get a chance to be around a Jackson. Listen, okay? Big shout out to my homie Randy Jackson, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, this was crazy. Never got a chance to see Michael. Michael did not come. Michael did not come, but the rest of the family did. Yo, okay, but it's all good. I was kind of hurt on the inside. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't harass Michael. Yes, I would have. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody else. Now, Janet, at first, started one way. Janet, you know how she is. She's like real shy, and you know what I'm saying? But one thing about them boys from the ATL, we got a habit of bringing the best out of everybody. So I want to give a big shout out to all the dancers, you know what I'm saying, especially the dancers, the security. She had a trainer, you know what I'm saying, everybody locked in with us. And ATL culture, you're going to find yourself in a game of Uno, you know what I'm saying, you spending money. Hey, man, we had Monopoly games on the bus, people getting pissed off, you know what I'm saying, Tomp. Hey, listen, what I'm saying, they were some cats in there rolling dice. Hey, we were betting to see whose trainer was faster, could do more push-ups than the other. Before you know it, you know what I'm saying? Janet started feeling what was, you know what I'm saying, the energy that 112 had going on here. She started popping out. She said, wait a minute. Y'all having too much fun. What's going on around here? Where's my crew? Yeah. Hey, man, they hanging with them boys, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, man, that was a crazy joint. For my birthday, one of the craziest birthdays, So if you know about the All For You tour, she had a song on that album that was like, she would pick people out of the crowd and put them on the bed, you know what I'm saying? And while she's dressed up like Catwoman, you feel me? Like, this is crazy, okay? Well, I'll just say it like this. I think I was the most love-hated man in probably Atlanta for about 3 months, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? That definitely got me in trouble with my baby mama because she swore on everything that I knew, and I did not know what the heck was going on. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, hey, man, but that was an amazing tour. We got a chance to cross over. when the radio stations started off with B, like B96 instead of W. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We knew we had crossed over.
Right.
We never seen these radio stations. Oh my God, what was no.
Go ahead.
The guy that was hosting American Idol, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's from Atlanta.
Oh,
He,
man.
Ryan Seacrest.
Yes, yes,
Ryan
yes.
Seacrest, he was a part of radio station. Whoa, we got a chat. I'm like, wow, you're interviewing us? This is crazy. You know, you crossed over. It's not.
Yeah.
This is not New York. We were in Jersey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So so some of us, I'm still cool. I'm still cool with some of the people that, you know what I'm saying, the program directors are huge now. They're huge now. Shaggy down there in Virginia Beach, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's my boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it just, that we learned a lot as far as actual performing. That's why y'all see 112 dancing. So we made it cool again to dance. If you saw on our first and second album, we weren't doing too much. We might hit a little choreography just in the chorus for our stage performance, and we learned that from the Isley Brothers. We were like, hey man, they got a little jam. You feel me? Like, hey, these boys are bad. So we had to learn, like, man, we're gonna be the Temptations or this or that. Like, if we're gonna be looked at with respect, like Boys to Men, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the groups, like, yo, we got to figure out everything. No weak links. So yeah, we got into that, and once we went on tour with New Edition, and that's when we really started getting into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you that was incredible. That had to be something.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I missed that one, but I want to be like, oh yeah, give me some Rated G stories. You got anything off that tour too? Because you give me every tour you got. I know. Hey man, I know.
I can't give out too much because that might be a biopic. You know what I'm saying? For 112. So I would just say it like this.
Okay.
112 by far probably got the most juiciest stories. Think about it. Just think about it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Let's think about, hey, like, we've been on a lot of tours. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've done a lot of things. Like, we've been around some of the most amazing and fun people in the world. So,
in the 90s, oh man, come on. Come on.
Oh, big shout out to your crew. Hey, everybody out there out here watching. I've been seeing people from Germany, from Portugal, from Europe, everywhere. Oh my God. Yo.
They come
man.
in.
Hey, big shouts out to y'all, man. Thank y'all for supporting us.
You got a minute still, Slim, or can I ask you a couple more questions?
Yeah, I got a couple more questions,
Okay, this is another one that got me. So when you guys did Only You got the remix that came out. It was taken from Von Mason, Bounce Rock Skate. Boom, 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 right? Okay, I DJ for Von Mason. It's just crazy.
I know, DJ make the world go round. Let's go.
Yeah,
okay.
Just the whole connection. So, man, where I'm from out here, I can't go one night without playing that song because it's so related to Bounce Rock Skate, right? But the story that intrigued me, though, is how Mace didn't almost make that cut, that Puffy wasn't feeling his verse. Bring that in. See? Bring that in.
Good Lord. Hey, man, I would tell you, hey, big shout out to our brother Mace now. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Hey, man, like, big shouts out to Biggie, too. Hey, so we're in the studio, right? So we're putting a record together. So Stevie J, so people don't know, Stevie J is off the Richter scale as far as records and stuff. Everybody look at his discography, okay? Dude's nothing to play with. Freaking legend. So we're sitting here, we're all kids though, you know what I'm saying? So Stevie, but you know what I'm saying, this man can play every instrument, period. You know what I'm saying? So he's fiddling around with the bass guitar, you know what I'm saying? We have the instrumental up. Biggie and Junior Mafia, big shots out my brother Lacis, they're in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're sitting in the studio, we just chilling, you know what I'm saying? So Big was like, yo, we shouldn't really play with, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like Coke. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with it. If it's original and it's great, don't touch certain things. We just flip up the beat. So, yo, Stevie in there, now he done caught a jam. You know what I'm saying? Doom, 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 doom. So we're like, whoa, what's going on here? This is crazy, right? So, you know, Puff is going from room to room. So you got to understand, he got a whole bunch of artists all in. You in Daddy's house, all kinds of crazy stuff is going on, and you got different rooms, and he's going, all right, everybody's paying attention. This time we said we about to be the big dog. We got Biggie in our session, so we about to get it popping. So, man, now mind you, we didn't know Mace. We didn't know Mace got signed to Bad Boy. We didn't know who Mace was. Well, Mace came in. I never forget. He had a sweet North Carolina jersey. I never. It was Jerry Stackhouse. He had the joint on. It's like, yo, I was looking at it like, yo, I like that freaking jersey. I got some shoes that's gonna kill because the Georgia baby blue and white. But anyway, yeah, he comes in. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo. They introduced. They were like, yo, he signed the Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Yo. And he's about to come out in a little bit. It's like, okay, we want to get with you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to work. So let's work. Time we jump in. You know his family. You know what I'm saying? You could just jump in. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden, he just, you know, they call him Murder Mace. So, you know, he freestyle. And the first thing came off his mind was like, you can hum all you want to. Come all you want to. So we were like, no, get your butt in the booth. Get your butt in the booth. Hey, let's go. So he's in there, right? So by the time, I promise 3 minutes later, here come Puff coming there. He's sitting in there. And he was like, he's seeing the vibe, so he knows something going on. We in there, we like, oh, we got something. And then, you know, Stevie done laid down the bass line, you know what I'm saying? So Puff was like, woo, let's go. Bad boy, baby, let's go. Right? So all of a sudden, Mace comes in. You can hum all you want to, come all you want to, money in front you. He had the first 8 lines, the 8 bars. And then all of a sudden, Puff was like, yo, stop. Yo, hum all you want to, come all you want to. Like, what? Yo, you sure? Man, Mike looked like he about to throw it. Man, hey, get out of it. Man, no. So Big was like, yo, I don't care. Yo, you stay in the booth, man. Yo, Puff. Yo, let the man do what he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he put it down, and boom, y'all loved it. It made us go #1. Good Lord. Double platinum. I think that one. Our first single went double platinum, made our album go nuts. That's absolutely crazy.
Oh, never fail. Let me tell you how bad it got. I had one of the DJs. I play that song so much. I play it so much. The DJ that filled in for me at the club, he goes, yo, money. He was a young girl. I go, what's up? He goes, yeah, thank you for having me fill the slot in. This girl came up to me and said, hey, you got that song by Jay Scratch, Only You? She was referring to me because I always play it. But she, hey
man.
My boy, I put on everything I love. That's how bad I play that song. She was like, you got the Jay Scratch, Only You. He's like, you mean 112? Yeah, but Jay Scratch plays it all the time. And I can't. That's how. I'm just letting you know. You know.
Hey, man.
Hey.
That's love. That's so much love, fam.
Hey, one more thing on the song, and I'm gonna let you head out because I know you in that car.
Yeah.
So people was always like, you know, the first verse of the song with Biggie, you know, 112, da. And I was like, well, what's it got to do with the song? And I've always been like, man, he kind of introducing the flavor, you know.
That's what
like,
it was.
Okay. And there was like, so when people take note, because I talk about that radio, but I don't like to give it up too much because I knew one day I was going to get with you on it. So I was like, yeah, you know, he talking about da. I go into it. So it was really people that was like, kind of like the verse was so fly. I don't think people were concentrating on how he was talking about you guys.
Yeah, that's what he thought of us. So people have to understand, Big had an amazing respect for our group. You ask Big who is the best male R&B group, he would look at you straight in the eye and tell you 112. He literally, so it's no cap. If you pay attention, look how many times he mentioned us in his songs.
Yup.
Look how many songs that we actually have with him.
Yup.
Not when he passed, but when he was still alive. These guys, we were actually working. Hey, we actually worked with him, literally hung out with him. We were out in Bed-Stuy. We knew all of Junior Mafia. I remember Lil C's, I don't think he was 16. Listen, at the end of the day, like, we always would love Big. Like, he was our big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that man had so much respect for us. So when he said, you know, Jesus, the notorious, just please us with your lyrical thesis. We just chilling, milk him, top bill him, sick him, here, let him in, little seeds. So he's a person that it's like he's a lyrical painter.
Gee. Yeah.
He paint and draws everything so everybody can see exactly what he's saying. And then he says, room 112, where the players dwell. Stash my cash than Burt Padell. Inhale. Make you feel good like Tony, Tony, Tony. Get up in your middle like Moni. You know what I'm saying? Listen to how that sounds. Look what he's saying. So he's creating who is 112. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were saying. So on our first single, we had the biggest rapper in the world describing to the world who is 112. How blessed are we able to have this situation? And you know what I'm saying? Like, and we knew him like regular, like, yeah, hey, he treated us just like we were family day one when we went to New York. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's BIG forever with us. And you know what I'm saying? He's always on the stage, and we always, like, if you think of Bad Boy, you think of Bad Boy, and you think of the whole mode. Look at the whole aura of and the era of Bad Boy. It was all off of the style and the whole swag of Biggie. Every piece of it, every piece.
The whole
like, so,
vibe. You know what I mean? It didn't mean you so and so sounded like so and so. It just had the whole Biggie vibe.
Yeah.
It was just a vibe. You know what I mean? Everybody had their own thing going on.
But we all had our own thing. We brought our own individual feel. So that hip hop and R&B for us is law, is Bible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, we're from Atlanta, but we were musically raised in New York. Like, it's East Coast type feel. And but you know, we're connoisseurs of music. So don't get it twisted. We know about everyone's culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll go to the Bay, we know what time it was. We go to Cali, we know what time it is. We go to Texas, we know what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go to Memphis, we know what's up. We know like, I'm big shout out to 8-Bar MJG. You know what I'm saying? UGK. You know what I'm saying? I was great. We had an uncanny friendship with Pimp C, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of situations, you know what I'm saying, like, we were connoisseurs of hip hop and R&B, and that's what embodied us, and that's what makes us differentiates 112 from other groups.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I loved about the 90s and old school hip hop. Everybody had their own flavor.
Yeah.
Everybody could hear you and go, oh, that's Slimm. Oh, I know that boy. Oh,
exactly.
That's Raphael. Yeah, I know that.
And it's a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything that we do, it's your life. We don't floss it. It's just a lifestyle. But yes, the R&B side of us is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know, I'm the guy that, you know what I'm saying, like, you can see is I'm a regular guy, and you know, and you can see it doesn't matter what you do, what social climate, it doesn't matter what, you know, how much you got in your pocket. It doesn't matter. But I was blessed with song, and I'm going to write the song, or I'm going to say the words just like us. You know, people always say, "Well, they did it for the ladies." Yes, we did. But we actually did it for the guys that could not really vocalize their feelings. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to put your queen in the car, and you just stick the tape in, or you stick the CD in, or you hit the button on your phone, and you just press play, and you know what I'm saying? And you just look at it.
I'm guilty.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you say you're guilty. Oh. Now, everybody who's paying attention, I'm not responsible for child support or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know. It's just the words. You know what I'm saying? It's love, baby. It's love.
112 got people in trouble. That's all I got to say. You know, you don't think I left none of them songs on my Boo Boo's answering machine back in the
Ooh,
day?
hey man, hey, that's what we remember. That's what we used to do. So
Boom,
you know, we used
yeah,
to envision that.
yeah,
How would a person? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
when you with the phone, you'd be like, "Yo, what's up? This is Slimm." You know what I'm saying? I can't get on the phone right now. When you start the music, you know what I'm saying? And then you'd be like, "Yeah, all right." You know, you had the talking voice. Everybody wanted to be R&B. That's R&B. That's why when Puff said R&B is dead, he wasn't necessarily saying that the state of R&B is dead. He was just saying that the vibe of where we came from. You feel me? And I mean, he didn't say it. I, just coming from somebody like myself, right?
Mm,
Everybody in our time, everybody wanted to be able to sing. Everybody wanted to sing. Stand in front of that mirror and wanted to be Ralph Tresvant. Who didn't want to be Bobby Brown? You feel me? Who didn't want to be Keith Sweat? Are you serious? Keith Sweat Harlem. You feel? Hey, listen. Hey, man. But that man was, hey, but he'll back to that girl and them girls used to love. Hey, man. Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? That's what R&B is. And I know I wanted to jump on there, but I watched Puff say what he felt. And, I was listening to the old heads. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Jermaine Dupri and like, and I know I hear it from the producer sense, but coming from a guy straight from Cleveland Avenue, you know what I'm saying, that was from the hood, I didn't think my life would be like this. I wanted to be Ralph Tresvant. Who didn't want to be a part of the New Edition when, you know what I'm saying, when Bobby Brown left, you know what I'm saying? I know I was in the second grade, but that's cool. I still could have, you know what I'm saying? I could have been little Michael. Listen, you put me in there, But I knew the steps. My mom didn't know that. She
right.
knows that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
my
yeah.
mom didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't supposed to be listening. But,
Hey, mom.
so, but that's what it was about. It's about the words
Yes.
just being vulnerable. The hardest dudes out there could be vulnerable. We could be wolves in the street. Don't matter what we do. Don't matter. But when we come home, we're a teddy bear to our women. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we ain't scared that we'll fight for them. We'll provide for them.
Mm,
When we love hard. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take anything away from your masculinity. That's R&B. That's life.
yeah, he's
You know what I'm
talking.
saying? It's a lifestyle, and that's what
Yeah,
we need.
I felt like that when Puffy was talking too. He talking about the chivalry of R&B.
Yes,
The gentleman,
it's okay.
because
The gentleman.
yeah, it ain't really out there. I mean, I'm a single man, 56, no kids, all by choice, because I knew my career was gonna be this for the rest of my life.
Hey,
But just seeing it.
yeah, yeah, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all of us, you know what I'm saying? Us men, we all came up a certain kind of a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, it does, like, especially when you come from the hood, and we had to be tough. I remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, like when I grew up, like my mom was like, "Hey, man, dry your eyes, men don't cry." You know what I'm saying? And it kind of made us tough. You know what I'm saying? The way you would be maybe a little too aggressive, but being into R&B and you know what I'm saying, and everything did start from the gospel. Everything starts from gospel, and you take that and then you put honest words over tracks. That's how you really feel. That's what R&B is.
So,
You're saying relatable words. It's like it's life, like, and it was about it. That's what it's about. Like you know what I'm saying. Like it's okay to tell your woman how much you love them, and you know what I'm saying. Like 112's approach, especially my approach for writing was like, we can address the problem, but let's talk about the solution. You feel me? That's why 112 really got you in trouble. You had some artists that would talk about stuff and then leave them pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and big shout out to them because I'm friends with all of them. Neo,
right.
Sam Hook, all of them. Hey, let's go. Sean Garrett, you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? They wrote songs. I called Sam Hook one time. I was like, man, why did you write that record? You know what I'm saying? She get mad. Hey, she don't play that record, man. Trey Songz is saying some stuff. Hey, listen, okay, man. Well, we believe in the healing part. Like, okay, listen, I know it's kind of hard. You've been going through it. I know you went through it with somebody, but check this out. Hey, I can be there. I remember we did a record called I'll Be There, where we were basically just reassuring the woman reassuring the queen that said, hey, you know, I know how you're feeling. We're going to address how you feel, and then we're going to tell you what we can bring, what the solution we can bring as the better half. You feel me?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Well, so it kind of like, so even if us guys, if we didn't really have our stuff together, you listen to the song, you be like, well, I know exactly what I need to do, but I'm going to play this record right here, and then she going to feel good.
it's like you're hoping while you play that record, you putting back the pieces that they stole.
Yeah, you put at the pieces, you know, he might have said some things.
Yeah.
That's why I used to say, like, there might have been some things I might have said that I didn't mean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't saying that necessarily. I'm saying that guys and women, we never said he or she. Pay attention to 112 records. We never say he or she. So anybody can sing it.
Wow.
Yeah, it could be a woman looking at that person or looking in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, at the end of the day, hey, man, that's what we did it for.
I'm going to go back on them albums, man. Listen, they're not saying he or she.
Never.
Hey.
We never say he or she because the words are universal.
Right.
You can say it and it's relatable, anything. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all planned that out. Y'all planned that out. Man, Slim, you know, like I said, we got to like one page, but I'm going to bring you back, though. You know, we didn't talk about Cupid. We didn't talk about all the songs you did on Biggie's record. I mean,
it's so many records, 30 million records underneath 112 situation. So, that's good
about you because I auditioned for the Boys Club Choir by my teacher saying I only had a tone. I know you got a story for it. I know. Let's come back. Can we come back?
Yeah, we can come back, man. We need a part 2.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, man, I was going to talk about, you know, we didn't even get into the church, the whole body of Christ thing. I just
body of Christ thing, yes.
How you play
the non-denominational, yes.
And the piano and hey, man.
Wow. So you did your homework. So I tell you what.
Yeah,
you want to tell? We can tell the people now that we're going to do a part 2. And we can really get into like a lot of the stuff that makes Slimm who I am, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really the humble beginnings and how I was raised with how how the words or even the sound of how I am and what you know. Because my mom, it was crazy. She didn't let me listen to secular music, but then one time we were riding in the back and we had a station wagon. Me, my mom's driving. My godmom is in the passenger side. My godmama more liberal than, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. She turns the radio on, and what you call was I think New Edition of like Cool It now, you better slow it down. Yeah, so my voice was like that. So one thing about Slimm is that if I hear it one time, I can sing it back to you just like I really knew the song.
Oh, okay.
So I'm listening to, you know, I'm hearing the Ralph Trash Band going crazy. And I'm like, man, I can relate to him. My voice. So I'm singing in the back. I'm humming. My godmom heard me and started turning the radio down slower, lower and lower. And now mom can hear me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy. Like, she was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hear this? So I saw my mom looking in the rearview mirror. I knew I was going to get a beat. Like, you know, I shouldn't have been. So I was like, oh, man, I'm going to get a whooping. But my mom came in. She didn't say anything to me that whole day. She came into my room. I was getting ready. I was like, oh, get ready for that ass whooping. Here it comes. Man, she came in. And she had 2 tapes in her hand.
Come on.
And she said, that's not normal. Like, that's not normal. You have a beautiful voice. And then I was like, oh, thank you. And then she gave me a tape. And the first tape that was on top was Babyface, Tender Lover. And the other one was Switch.
Bobby.
I didn't know about the boy.
You didn't know about Bobby?
I said, Mom, this ain't gospel. She said, yeah, but you sound like him. And she held out. She was like baby face, and then she pointed and started tapping Elder Barge, like, you know.
That's my
You better
people.
keep them. You better keep them grays straight up. You them straight A's. You better stay just like that.
Slim, hold up. This is what my daddy said. You're going to be in that club. The minute I see you drinking and smoking, your
The
career is
minute,
over.
hey,
Over.
done. Hey, man. And that everybody asks me why I don't drink or smoke.
Oh,
Listen, hey, man.
Slim, hold on. Hold on.
Hey,
Hold on. I didn't have my first alcohol until I was 35. I've never been a smoker or a big drinker. Oh, man. Oh, see, that I didn't know. My folks was like telling the PD, you can have him out. I see him high or anything. DJing's over.
oh my God. Hey, man. You bold too, bro. Cause let me tell you something. One thing about the DJ, man. Y'all talk with y'all hands, bro. So I'm gonna tell you something right now. Okay? Like, I can imagine what you was going through. Hey, I didn't say that what LL said. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So who else? Are you playing NWA? Okay. All right. Did you play Uncle Luke? Wow. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man,
You
like,
already know.
hey, man.
You already know. You already. I wasn't on no slim status, but I had enough status I could deal with. That's all I mean. You know what I mean?
Woo. Hey, that's what I say, man. Hey, them words were going, boy. Your dad was probably like, boy, you pushing it, boy. You really pushing it. You
My man,
said Rick James.
yeah.
Bust up. Hey,
Hey,
man.
check this out. I went to the Rick James Street Songs tour in '81 in Long
Hey.
Beach. Tell me.
Woo.
Oh, I saw the Jacksons tour, the Victory tour at Dodger Stadium. Saw
Woo.
Prince 1999 tour. Oh yeah, my man. Oh yeah.
Come on,
Oh
man.
yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Oh yeah, man.
That's crazy.
I saw Mike's
That's
Bad
crazy.
tour. Mike's Bad tour was just. I'm like, man, you just don't know, and you know this. You just don't know how much a part of history you are till years later.
Right. Right.
Right.
You never know. Like, we were going through our situations in our era, and what
Mm-hmm.
we were like, what God meant for us to be as a group, and to have that type of career.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you something right
come
now.
on.
Like, no, it probably didn't go exactly the way I would have interpreted it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would have thought all four would have been standing together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all sat there and watched. Well, minus one guy. But the original cats that speaks to three out of the four sat there and watched Five Heartbeats. We all sat right there and watched that joint, which it was a blessing to be able to meet Robert Townsend a month ago at
Great movie.
the at a movie premiere. But we sat there and we watched it and we say, that'll never happen to us. And it is crazy. But you know what? Hey, man, I looked at all of my, you know what I'm saying? I'm in touch with all of the guys. I'm a music connoisseur.
Cool.
I am in touch with every last one of the guys that, from the Drifters out. Like,
Wow.
and I talked to them. They said, hey, man, if it was that simple, then we would have all had the answer for it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But what I did decide was to say, no man bigger than the brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would include myself. I'm the lead singer of this group. And I had my own solo success and all that. That doesn't
Sure.
matter. Hey, look, without the brand, wouldn't be here. So no man bigger than the brand. And it's about the people out there. So sometimes in a book, in a storybook, the people that start off in the first parts of the chapters aren't in the other chapters at the end of the chapters. And that's okay. One well-written book. But I promise you, there will be, it starts out, you have the roller coaster, what goes in the middle and stuff, and it's always an amazing ending.
This show is,
And
ain't
then
it?
after that, it's a legacy. And everybody will talk about it as a legacy, and that's all that matters to me.
All right. Man, that's some church right there. God. Wow. All right, I'm gonna take that in. Man, Slim, this has been this is my 62nd interview. I've had one every week. This is one of the most incredible ones right here. But I already knew it because when I saw the mom thing, that moms is what really got me
Yeah.
like, oh snap. And I was telling my mama, oh mama, look, Da, da. She was, oh, that's gonna be a nice one.
Yeah.
I said, oh, yeah, yeah,
My
yeah.
mom taught, she raised me hard.
Mhm.
People don't understand. And there's people, even in the group, the guys that was in the group, they didn't really know, they knew of me. They didn't really know me.
Right.
So the ones that stuck around and know, they would know how I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem like you did your homework. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if you know that I was already out there, 1 foot in the church and 1 foot in the street, you already know that when you believe in something, in religion, the body of Christ, the body of Christ, the church, it was non-denominational. It
Okay.
was come as you are.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who you are and what your status is or whatever. We believe in God. We believe in one God, and we believe in just being beautiful people and just, you know what I'm saying, just uplifting the name of Jesus. Like
Good people. Just
that's
be good
that's
people.
that's all that matters. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And so we've had people come in and try to derail that. You know what I'm saying? I watched huge prophets, bishops, preachers, jealousy movements, jealousy go in, try to take out situations. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
And if you
oh,
and you when you see that as a kid, you take notes.
it's in
So
you.
yeah. So that's why, if you look at what happened even with 112, you would see, you know what I'm saying, like how things were handled. Listen,
Right.
you
Yeah.
can it could always be messy. Everybody likes the messiness and all that. No.
Nah.
Keep your eye
Mm-hmm.
on the prize. It's about the brand.
Mm-hmm.
It's about your legacy and how people 50 years, 100 years will be talking about you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So that's all that matters to me. So if you don't see him there, God makes no mistakes.
No. Amen.
Everybody plays a position, and that's what it is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so I would rather concentrate on the brand, lose out on bigger monies or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I could have been very, I don't know, selfish or whatever. That's not in my body. I don't have it in it.
Right.
No, I didn't want to do that. It's all about the people experiencing the brand, because it was at the end of the day, if nobody was there to represent that brand, then everybody would be saying, where is 112?
Exactly.
What happened to them
That's right.
boys? And then, we could talk about the past, but who wants to live in the past?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, there's some awards that I know we can't get. Best new artist on an NAACP. I want an NAACP award. Well, I got Grammys, but I don't have an NAACP award. Or, give us a BET joint. Well, I know what can't get best new artist, but an icon award would be great. You know what I'm saying? NAACP is an image award. 112 was considered R&B gentleman, the gentleman of R&B. Why don't we have a NAACP award? So I mean, hey, listen.
You know.
At the end of the day, we have something to work for. The star on the Walk of Fame. Well, that's coming because
Good.
that's in our control.
Okay.
But the induction in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is what we're essentially aiming for. Me and Mike, we have made a proper bond that no matter what, we will see it through.
Good.
No matter what. You know what I'm saying? So our families, all our fans out there, I see y'all, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all that are giving us flowers, and I appreciate y'all. We're all together, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that a group with humble beginnings, with a belief from a hood, we didn't major in music, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have all the stuff that certain people had, you know what I'm saying? It was just us believing in each other and saying we all got one common goal. So I don't care.
Right.
As long as we get to the finish line, that's all that really matters.
Whatever I do, I'm gonna help you out. You know what I mean? Whatever I can do. So let me know.
Thank you.
I'll do my part. you know, I try to do my part as much as possible. That's why I've been here so long, and you know, we all have been blessed. You know, God has gave us, you know, in His own right, a sermon. Now move with it. You know what I mean? Move with it. So, man, Slim, I see it's getting dark out there too. I got you in the
Yeah,
car all hemmed up. Go ahead.
it's all good.
All right.
I'm glad I'm in this car instead of the sports car. Now, my back would have been hurting, man. That going sports
Man,
car, man. I'm
right.
getting older, man. I think I need to spread.
I know. I keep stopping you down. We'll get it next time, but we just went 20 minutes more right now, so you got me.
Oh my gosh, man.
Okay,
But I really appreciate everybody, man. You know DJs make the world go round,
yes, we
bro.
do. Yes, we do. But we
No us without no us without you.
right. I appreciate you, Slim. So, like I said, anytime when you come to LA or anything, just let me know. We plug it. Let you know you in the show. But I'm gonna catch your show when you come out here, man. God bless you, though. Yeah. Like I said,
Thank you.
we'll get the other 2 pages, right?
Part two is gonna be real fun. I know you got
Yeah,
some
yeah.
real
Oh
interesting stuff.
yeah. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it to the comeback, and then we're gonna
Woo!
make it
I'm
happen.
about to tell my mom, like, Ma, I don't know what type of revolt stuff you had going on, but this man here asking wild questions.
God bless you, Slim. I'll talk to you too, my brother.
All right, man.
Okay,
112 forever, baby.
right, that's right.